United States also find themselves in this heat as well after their disqualification yesterday. The Bahamas have resisted the temptation to make Stephen Gardner double up. No such luck for Alonso Russell, though. He does double for Bahamas as we meet the teams. First of all, Kenya, who go in lane number 3 with Wiseman Makobi, Boniface Waresa, David Capiranti and Kennedy Matoki. Dominican Republic, by the way, again, were due to start in lane 2, but despite declaring a team, are not there. Bahamas then, they have Wendell Miller, Alonso Russell, as I say, running his second event of the evening, Zion Miller and Shaquem Paul Smith for the Bahamas, who were the Olympic gold medalists back in 2012 and the bronze medalists in 2016. India, with Mohamed Yahya, they pulled up yesterday, you might remember, with Rajesh Ramesh on the second leg, pulling up injured, so they didn't finish. Yahya, Variatodi, Rajiv and Jacob, their team. Qatar, who led home yesterday, not quite to a qualification position by a brilliant last leg, sub 45 from Abaka. They will go in lane number 6. The United States didn't expect to be here, but a problem with the changeovers meant that they've actually changed their order, as you can see there. Ja'Cory Patterson, Champion Allison and Christopher Bailey have swapped positions from yesterday. And Bryce Deadman goes on the final leg for them. And Mexico on the outside. Their star performer yesterday was the second leg runner, Luis Aviles Ferreiro, who ran a 44.6 split. They have the same quartet in the same order as yesterday. So Bahamas will carry the home nations here. Just a reminder of how the Americans were disqualified yesterday. There was a problem with the changeover positions. Now, Champion Allison was the guilty party on this occasion. You get positioned by the officials when your incoming runner has 200 meters to go. And that is how it was set up. Champion Allison was put in a certain position by the officials and then moved himself. So Champion Allison the other way round with Christopher Bailey this time, as we see on the outside Mexico. Here is Ja'Cory Patterson for the US on the opening leg. Amar Ibrahim will lead off for Qatar. Mohamed Yahya, 5th in the world final, India, in Budapest in 2023. They've seen their women's team go through. There's just no point in me trying to compete with the Bahamas crowd at the height of their vocal support. Kenya completed the lineup in 3. Dominican Republic once again a DNS in lane 2. So United States, the Olympic and world champions, their middle 2 runners both clocked sub 45 legs yesterday. Ja'Cory Patterson will lead them out.
On your marks.
Stand by for about 3 minutes of noise here as well, as the home crowd try and roar the Bahamian quartet on.
Set.
So the USA, as we mentioned, that mistake by Champion Allison, which was a poor mistake on his part, really. It's a long-standing rule that you can't move your position once it's been set by the officials for the changeover, so I'm sure he'll be double-checking today exactly where he needs to stand. He's getting himself on the track at the moment. In fact, he's in a lane, of course, because he's taking over on the second leg today, so he's nice and safely boxed in a lane. Ja'Cory Patterson on the outside here is being passed on the inside by Amar Ibrahim of Qatar. But Ja'Cory Patterson looks like he has saved a bit for the home straight now and will start to exert himself. Bahamas at the moment, a little bit further back with Wendell Miller, who's run a strong enough opening leg, but a good opening leg for Qatar. And the back change fine between Ja'Cory Patterson and Champion Allison on the outside. India are going well. The back in the hand for them of Mohamed Variatodi. And we've got a pull up there, and it's Qatar who've gone. So Qatar's runner has pulled up down the back straight. He's trying to battle on, but he can't do so they're out of it. The crowd going mad because the Bahamas, all of a sudden, with Alonso Russell running his second leg of the evening, having appeared in the mixed success earlier on in third position, but he went storming through that first 100 or so. He's maybe just starting to pay the price a little bit for that. Champion Allison taking a wide course around that bend. India in second position. Kenya are running well here as well with Boniface Maresa as the US prepare to hand on to Christopher Bailey. Another one of their athletes who clocked a sub-45 second leg yesterday. So US from India in second, Mexico coming up into third position after another great leg from Luis Ferreiro, who ran brilliantly yesterday as well. Guillermo Campos is leaving nothing to chance here on the third leg for Mexico and has the temerity to come up and try and pass the USA, but Christopher Bailey is having none of it. India trying to sneak up the inside, having a bit of a jostling battle with Kenya in third and fourth position at the moment. Arokia Rajiv for India, and Kenya rallying now with their third leg runner, David Capirante. But the US have all of a sudden moved clear here. Good second half by Christopher Bailey. But that's the battle for second position at the moment, which could go down to the wire. Mexico have plugged on well, despite a very strong start to that leg. Bryce Deadman takes the baton for the USA in the lead, 20 metres or so clear of Kenya in second position, who don't yet have a team from here through to the Olympic Games. They're in second, pursued by India, and Mexico in fourth position. But really, for the USA, if they got the baton round successfully here, you'd expect them to dominate, and that is what they are doing. Kenya at the moment in prime position for second place, but India just starting to close. Amoj Jacob on their final leg, and Mexico still on out of the fight yet with Valente Mendoza. The USA coming down the home straight, putting the demons of yesterday behind them with Bryce Deadman, who's bringing them home a long way clear. India holding on at the moment for second ahead of Mexico, but it's the USA who go sub 3 minutes here ahead of India, who hang on for second position. Just edging out a valiant run for the Mexicans.
We expected the USA to win, but it was very good. But India is doing it well. The 4x4, the women and the men, to make it to the Olympic Games. That's a very special thing, I guess. They are very happy, and I can understand that.
Well, it's a good comeback from two teams who didn't have a good day yesterday. USA obviously with a disqualification, India having a runner pulling up injured, so probably neither of them wanted to be here today in this position, but faced up with the circumstances you dealt with, they have got the job done, and USA an impressive performance to go sub 3 minutes there, but a quality quartet that you'd expect to be posting those sort of times. The intriguing ones there were Mexico, Daphne, who ran an interesting race. They were really propelled forward by their second leg runner, Luis Aviles Ferreiro. Campos on the third leg, just absolutely eyeballs out, and they were still in with a chance coming down the home straight.
He was coming close in the last 100 meters, like he pushed forward, but it was really close, but not enough.
So India celebrating, the USA celebrating as well. So we're having some of the countries who are completing the set of 5 teams who came here. Let's have a look at Qatar here as we went out on the second leg. Abu Bakr Abdallah. And Qatar had gone very well on the first leg as well. I mean, he valiantly tries to carry on, but
I think in the beginning he cramped up a little bit, so he was thinking maybe I can just keep going, but you saw no, it was not possible anymore.
As you mentioned earlier on, that team effort when you are in a part of a team before and it's you who individually, whether it's a drop baton or you run out of steam or you're injured or whatever it is, I guess there's that inevitable sense of responsibility as Christopher Bailey gives Bryce Deadman the hurry up. But it was never in doubt, that one. This was a great battle down the home straight. Kenya went out hard in the first couple of 100 meters. India managed it really well, but Mexico were just always knocking at the door. India really had to keep working. The Valente Mendoza for Mexico. But the USA have all 5 through. Great Britain and Northern Ireland have all 5 through as well. There's still a couple of teams who have 4 out of 4 through, who would look to be completing that set of 5, including France. They have a 5th team to try and win through in the 30 coming in. United States dipping under 3 minutes to take a comfortable victory in the end, ahead of India, who take their 2nd spot in a 4x4 Olympic relay. Time for heat number 2 of the men's 4x400 meters relay. 8 lanes in action for this one.